Hello everyone! This presentation is crafted by Pushpesh Naik and will be delivered by Rima. In this presentation, we shall share insights from the book, How to Lead When You're Not in Charge by Scroggins, leveraging influence when you lack authority. If you are not in leadership position and worry about not using or brushing your leadership skills, then this presentation is much watch for you to exhibit your leadership skills in whatever designation you hold. How to Lead When You're Not in Charge, 2017, examines how individuals can demonstrate leadership and exert influence, even in the absence of formal authority. It underscores that genuine leadership is rooted in mindset, personal responsibility, and relational influence rather than a title or position. Offering practical advice, it empowers individuals to make a significant impact from any position within an organization. About the author. Scroggins is a recognized leadership expert and former lead pastor at North Point Community Church, one of the largest churches in the United States. He is renowned for his pragmatic approach to leadership, emphasizing emotional intelligence and personal development. Scroggins has authored other best-selling books, including How to Lead in a World of Distraction and The Aspiring Leader's Guide to the Future. What benefits can you expect? Learn to lead effectively and influence others, even without formal authority. Many employees have frequently inquired, I am not in a leadership role, how can I demonstrate my leadership skills? This presentation aims to assist those with similar inquiries. Scroggins, author of How to Lead When You're Not in Charge, discusses leveraging influence when you lack authority. Everyone is accountable to someone. The belief that true leaders function in complete autonomy is a misconception, often leading to the assumption that authority alone constitutes leadership. In truth, leadership is more about influence than titles. Those who wait for formal authority to act miss opportunities to lead, whereas true leaders step forward irrespective of their position. They assume responsibility and drive change through actions, not titles. This distinction between leadership and authority represents the true potential for growth and impact. Influence is not derived from possessing all the power. It stems from effectively navigating your current role, building robust relationships, and solving problems. The most effective leaders focus on achieving results and lead by example, even when they are not officially in charge. In this presentation, you will learn how to build influence, lead yourself, and tactfully challenge authority. You will explore how to break free from passivity, think critically, and embrace positivity, all while developing leadership skills that do not rely on a title. Let us begin. Leading without authority. Leading without authority. Imagine being in a room filled with individuals, teeming with ideas, but feeling unable to take action due to the absence of a title or formal authority. This scenario is common, particularly for those not in designated leadership roles. The challenge is evident. How do you lead when you are not in charge? Many hold the belief that leadership necessitates a position of authority, but this perspective results in missed opportunities. Instead of taking the initiative, we wait for permission. Leadership, however, is not about titles or authority. It revolves around influence and effecting positive change wherever you are. The key is recognizing that you can lead without formal power. Waiting for a title restricts your ability to contribute meaningfully and delays your development as a leader. One of the major obstacles to leading without authority is identity. Your perception of yourself significantly impacts your leadership style. If your self-concept is uncertain, you may lack the confidence to challenge ideas, make decisions, or manage difficult situations. Leadership is not solely about actions. It is about who you are. Many focus on acquiring leadership behaviors, but the true challenge lies in understanding your identity. This is where many encounter difficulties. Leaders can distort their self-perception by conforming to please others, pretending to be more competent than they are, or exaggerating their abilities. These behaviors lead to ineffective leadership. Genuine influence begins with an honest understanding of your identity, grounded in your values, experiences, and relationships. When you comprehend your identity, you can act from a place of assurance, even without authority. Ambition also plays a crucial role in leadership. Many perceive ambition negatively, associating it with selfishness or a desire for control. Yet, ambition is an inherent drive that motivates us to create, build, and enhance. The key is to manage ambition prudently. Suppressing it leads to missed opportunities, while letting it run unchecked can harm others. The challenge is to channel your ambition for the benefit of those around you, not merely for personal gain. Leadership is not about waiting. It is about taking initiative, starting with yourself. Now let us explore how. Mastering self-leadership. Mastering self-leadership. It is common to find challenges with management in the workplace, which can lead to frustration. However, it is important to recognize that you are accountable for your own actions, decisions, and growth. Even if you are not in a leadership position, you have the responsibility to lead yourself. Emphasizing self-leadership involves taking charge of your development, rather than relying on others for guidance. Placing blame on management only hinders your growth and success. Begin by owning your responsibilities and focusing on what you can control: your actions, mindset, and behaviors. Demonstrating good followership is crucial. Exhibit loyalty and support to your manager, even if they are not perfect in their role. Engaging in gossip or undermining your manager diminishes your credibility, and maintaining moral authority is more valuable than any temporary advantage gained by criticism. An important component of self-leadership is self-reflection. This means examining your motivations, values, and intentions, and seeking feedback from others to understand how you are perceived. This awareness is essential for improvement. Additionally, self-leadership requires deliberate planning. Establish clear goals, assess your current position, and develop accountability systems to maintain your progress. If you are uncertain about how to advance, seek feedback from your manager regarding obstacles to your career progression. Effective self-leadership prepares you for higher leadership roles, regardless of your current position or your manager's effectiveness. Ultimately, you are the one responsible for your personal and professional growth. Choosing positivity in leadership. Choosing positivity in leadership. Choosing positivity is an effective approach to leadership, particularly when you are not in a position of authority. In moments of frustration, setbacks, or challenging supervisors, it is easy to adopt a negative or disengaged attitude. However, altering your perspective can significantly change how you navigate these situations. Positivity begins with your perception of your circumstances. Every individual has their own perspective through which they interpret the world. When workplace events do not unfold as anticipated, the instinct may be to attribute this to external factors. Yet, by modifying your outlook, challenges can be viewed as opportunities for personal and professional development. There are always individuals facing similar situations who are excelling due to their positive perspective. The manner in which you perceive your environment influences your overall experience. The essence of positivity lies in broadening your viewpoint. By comprehending your role within the broader mission of your organization, you can derive greater satisfaction and a sense of purpose. Even if your supervisor has not clearly communicated the organization's vision, it is your responsibility to seek it out and align your work with it. This expanded perspective helps maintain engagement, even when your role appears minor or insignificant. Positivity involves making a deliberate choice to engage and take ownership of decisions, even when you are not part of the decision-making process. While you may not always have control over events, you can decide how to respond. Accepting the decisions presented to you and striving to ensure their success is an essential aspect of leadership, irrespective of your formal position. Leaders who embrace positivity generate energy, cohesion, and an improved team dynamic. This attitude is infectious and creates an environment where individuals feel more connected and motivated. Positivity also cultivates humility, as it encourages trust in the possibility of growth, even if you have not yet achieved your desired position. Enhancing leadership through critical thinking. Enhancing leadership through critical thinking. Have you ever found yourself in a meeting where a project you were involved in was dismissed without much explanation? It can be quite frustrating. Your initial reaction might be to disengage, questioning the purpose. However, consider instead asking yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or why was that particular decision made? This shift in perspective is central to critical thinking, a vital skill for effective leadership, especially when not in a position of authority. Critical thinking is not merely about critiquing everything. It involves evaluating situations, asking pertinent questions, and making thoughtful observations to understand and enhance your work environment. As a critical thinker, when confronted with ambiguous directives from your supervisor, you take a step back to assess the broader context. Instead of reacting emotionally or jumping to conclusions, you begin to ask why things are the way they are and what measures can be taken to address the situation more efficiently. This method also aids in identifying patterns and resolving issues. Consider a common scenario where a team project stalls due to miscommunication. A leader who applies critical thinking will identify the underlying issues, whether it's due to unclear instructions or misaligned goals, and propose specific solutions rather than general complaints. An important aspect of critical thinking is providing constructive feedback. It is not about being negative or pointing out faults without purpose. It's about finding ways to assist others in succeeding. When offering feedback, strive to include potential solutions and promote a spirit of collaboration. The aim is to support the team, not undermine it. Critical thinking requires practice. Begin by adopting an ownership mentality. Act as though you are accountable for the entire organization's success, not just your individual tasks. Allocate regular time for reflection and thoughtful analysis. By embracing this mindset, you will address problems more effectively, while also enhancing your influence and leadership capacity. Embracing proactive leadership. Embracing proactive leadership involves stepping up even when you are not in a formal position of authority. Imagine being part of a team dedicated to a project, only to have the direction change midway by your manager. It's natural to feel that your efforts have been in vain, leading to frustration. In such scenarios, the inclination to disengage is strong. You might wonder, why put forth my best effort when I'm not the decision maker? This mindset is a common pitfall when you're not in charge. Without formal authority, it's easy to wait for others to lead, thinking initiative is only for those in power. However, waiting can result in missed opportunities and stagnation. It is crucial to reject passivity to continue developing, even without official decision-making power. You can still lead by taking responsibility for what you can control and remaining proactive. To overcome passivity, identify tasks that are being overlooked and take ownership of them. Whether it involves organizing a neglected storage area or planning a small event to enhance team connections, these small tasks often provide opportunities to display initiative and demonstrate your worth. Additionally, avoid merely reacting to immediate demands. Allocate time for planning and reflection, enabling you to think ahead and be strategic rather than constantly catching up. This foresight is a fundamental attribute of effective leaders, irrespective of their formal authority. Another approach to counter passivity is to concentrate on how best you can support your team and your manager. By anticipating their needs and finding ways to contribute, especially in unaddressed areas, you position yourself as someone ready for more responsibility. It demonstrates that you are thinking beyond your immediate tasks and contributing to the broader mission. Rejecting passivity is a continuous effort, but it keeps you engaged and prevents you from being a bystander in your own work. By taking initiative, planning with intention, and staying proactive, you can lead from any position. Mastering the skill of challenging authority. Have you ever identified a clear solution to a workplace issue but refrained from speaking up because you were not in charge? The idea of stepping beyond conventional boundaries can be daunting, especially when the responsibility for the final decision does not rest with you. However, mastering the ability to challenge authority is an essential aspect of proficient leadership. It involves presenting your ideas in a thoughtful manner, building trust, and inspiring positive change, even when you are not the ultimate decision-maker. Establishing a strong relationship with your supervisor, rooted in trust, is fundamental to this process. Without trust, even the most valuable suggestions can be perceived as criticism or unwarranted disruption. It is insufficient to merely identify areas for improvement. You must demonstrate that your primary aim is the success of the organization, rather than merely proving a point. Timing and tact are essential when challenging authority. Even well-meaning ideas can falter if not managed with care. Implementing a solution hastily without considering its broader impact or consulting key stakeholders can create more issues than it resolves. For example, challenging your supervisor immediately after a stressful meeting or during a high-pressure deadline is likely to be counterproductive. Conversely, waiting for a quieter moment, such as a one-on-one discussion or a team reflection session, can facilitate a more productive conversation. It is crucial to approach these situations with respect. Evaluate the potential consequences and comprehend the dynamics at play. Success in challenging authority requires not only a sound idea, but also the appropriate approach, timing, and presentation to ensure a positive outcome. Lastly, frame your challenge in a constructive manner. Rather than presenting your suggestions as complaints or absolutes, such as "this never works," focus on solutions. Emphasize how your ideas will assist the team or organization in achieving its objectives. By offering well-considered alternatives, you demonstrate commitment to improvement. Skillfully challenging authority can enhance your influence and foster meaningful change. It is about building connections, not barriers, and working towards collective success. This represents an additional way to lead, irrespective of your official position. Conclusion. Final summary. The main takeaway from How to Lead When You're Not in Charge by Clay Scroggins is that formal authority is not a prerequisite for effective leadership. By prioritizing self-leadership, fostering positivity, engaging in critical thinking, and taking proactive measures, you can establish influence and make significant contributions in any position. Leadership is rooted in mindset, initiative, and collaboration rather than titles. By rejecting passivity, managing ambitions, and tactfully challenging authority, you prepare yourself for growth and impact. The journey to becoming a leader begins with accepting responsibility for your actions and leveraging opportunities in your current position. Thank you for attending this presentation. Your feedback is valued, and we encourage you to provide us with a rating if possible.